I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My family's on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was called with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the number one Chief Rockin' Knicks universe, your main man, Uncle Freezie, and welcome to the Knicks morning drive. We in here a little bit later. Had some stuff going on. It was a crazy morning. Probably have another crazy morning tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get everything done after the Knicks morning drive tomorrow. So the neighborhood might be pushed back a little bit tomorrow. So we'll see how things go. Yes, Corey Lee, I'm dressed like a grown man today. Corey Lee, I'm dressed like an adult for once. Corey Lee, I'm not in here with that same stank hoodie that I be putting. It ain't really stank. I just call it stank. It ain't really a stank hoodie. But yeah, I'm not. So I don't have on the same stank champion hoodie on. It's not really stank, man. Miss Mocha make sure she keep that thing washed. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I'm dressed like an adult. I was, not to get too personal on some stuff. Trying to put together an agency with some varying lines of business and coordinating some stuff with some people in different places, some boring conversations, blase, blah, boom, 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 boom. Y'all know what it is. It's that adult life. Yana. Lee talk about professional. Lee, hey, and guess what, Lee? Guess what I was thinking? I was even thinking about cutting the beard off. I was even thinking about shaving. I was even thinking about shaving the beard. Like, Coach B, you wild, man. You wild. I will say though, I do like the shirt tie combination though. I do like the shirt tie combination. Check it out. So I do like the shirt tie combination. So the dress shirt is Ralph Lauren and the tie is Stacey Adams. So the shirt is Ralph Lauren and the tie is, I don't know if y'all can tell on the screen, but it's coral. So it's like it's not the same color as the shirt. It's like a coral color. But it's a Stacey Adams tie, man. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, man. So let's get this thing off on the right foot. Y'all want this party started right. Y'all want this party started quickly, right? Okay. Enough about me and I'm gonna roll these sleeves up, man, because we're gonna be here for a minute. So I'm gonna get a little comfy. I legit didn't put the show out there early because I didn't know how long these calls were gonna take or and how in-depth they were gonna be. So I didn't know if I was gonna have time to do one thing or the other. So y'all pardon me, man, if this is an ad hoc show, but I felt it was necessary for us to be here and for us to rock. You know what I'm saying? Do the midday show. Talk that talk the way that y'all like to have that talk to y'all. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right. So let's start off the show with a quote by the great American poet, Grand Poobah. Grand Poobah says, now a lot of people think this is easy as a look. Books and books of rhyme concepts and hooks. Stressing and stressing to hit the world with a blessing. Or session to hit the world with a blessing. Stressing and stressing to get thoughts manifested. It's something like that. Something like that. Yeah, I always mess it up. But here we are. Let me shout out my people. King Ribby is in the house. Dripmore is in the house. My main man, half brother Corey Lee is in the house. JJ is in the house. JJ, what we gonna do, brother? JJ, what we gonna like Biggie asked. Biggie said in the song one time, what you gonna do? Fight or run? My Mets, what are y'all gonna do? Fight or run? What you gonna do? Fight or run? You know what I'm saying? Cormega is in the house. Okay. Who else? Who else is in here? Coach B is in the house. Yeah, I spoke to Coach B already. And all right. Yeah, y'all. Fritz Alcindor is in the house. Okay. My main man Dripmore is in the house. Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all. So it's been a busy day it's probably since about May. It's been busy just like this. Right? It's been busy just like this every day. Today, though, I just had everything kind of jumbled together. And it's like a weird thing. Like, I almost forgot about the Knicks morning drive, kind of. Some things going on. Sherwin is in the house. Salute to Sherwin. Sherwin says, good afternoon. I don't know what y'all want. I want the Knicks to fill their weaknesses. A backup power forward in a point. A starting small forward. Yeah. No, Sherwin, you ain't getting none of that, bro. Respectfully, the Knicks are not doing any of that. Right? The Knicks not doing any of that. JJ says our Mets are gonna learn how to tank, or gotta learn how to tank. Why are we beating the Pirates? I don't know. And then we have St. Louis this week. If we sweep St. Louis, I would be so hot. If we beat St. Louis, if we mess around and sweep St. Louis, bro, with the dudes that we throwing out there, man, come on. So, Knicks related stuff, though. On some Knicks related stuff. I think we're set. Now, I don't. Okay, so So I think we're set with the roster now. In terms of the strategy, I'm not really all aboard with the strategy. I'm not all aboard with the strategy. You feel me? Ed Santana is in the building. Ed Santana says, what do you think about Embiid deleting his comment about Philly on Twitter? I'm going to say this. I've been watching basketball for about 50 years, right? And I've been really following basketball pretty closely for about 40 years. I mean, actually know what I'm looking at and all that stuff. And what I'm going to say about Philly is the same thing. The same thing I said about Philly in 1980 is the same thing I'm going to say about Philly right now. Philly, the Philadelphia 76ers organization is the most diva of all the diva-ist franchise out there. The Philadelphia 76ers are divalicious. And what do you mean by that, Uncle Freezie? What there's no such word as divalicious. What I'm saying to you is just like the New York Knicks organization and fan base is a coffee grinder. Like the New York Knicks fan base, Keith Turner's in the building. The New York Knicks organization and fan base is a coffee grinder. Right? And we know what it is. At the end of the day, four things are gonna happen. Right? 4 things are gonna happen with the New York Knicks fan base, and then I'm gonna address the Philly part. Just like in a coffee grinder, you know there's gonna be immense pressure on anything inside the coffee grinder. Anything. Players, coaches, wives, girlfriends, babies, trainers, owners. The New York Knicks are a coffee grinder, right? It's going to be immense pressure. It's going to be hot in there. The heat is always on you. And it's going to grind you to pieces. That's the Knicks. That's the analogy for the Knicks, a coffee grinder. Right? A coffee grinder. It's going to be hot. It's going to be pressure. And no matter how fine those beans you put in there, that grinder is going to grind and grind and grind and grind. But it is what it is. It's who we are. We know who we are. Right? And so you got to be a certain type bean to be able to take that pressure and want that pressure. It is what it is. Right? It's pressure. The heat is always on you to perform. Always 24/7. No breaks. Back to back. Even in the summer. Even in the summertime. When no NBA basketball is going on. The Knicks grinder is churning and churning and churning. Right? Now, Philadelphia is divalicious. What do you mean, Uncle Freezie? Well, I mean this. There is never, or I'm sorry, let me rephrase it. There are rarely long stitches of time where the Philadelphia 76ers don't have elite talent. It's rare. It's rare, man. It's so rare that when you get a stitch of time, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I remember that. I mean, they go from Wilt Chamberlain being traded to the Lakers to acquiring Dr. J to drafting Charles Barkley, and Dr. J and Charles Barkley are on the team at the same time. They trade for Moses Malone. I know that's a little out of order, but they get Moses Malone and Dr. J. Both of them are Hall of Famers. They draft Charles Barkley. He becomes a Hall of Famer. They trade Charles Barkley to Phoenix and get nothing in return. They suck for a small amount of time for like 3 years, and then they get Allen Iverson. Right? They have Allen Iverson for all those years. They trade Iverson, and then they get a young core of Lou Williams, Andre Iguodala, Mo Harkless, Vucevic, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. So they get a young core of all these studs, and they're like, oh, these young studs are not good enough. Andre Iguodala and Lou Williams and Drew Holiday and Mo Harkless and Vucevic are not a good enough young core. Let me do something else. So they pivot for this thing that they call the process. And in the process, with the number 1 pick, they think they're getting the number 1 pick, right? They think they're getting the number 1 pick. And we all know who they're going to take number 1. They're going to take Andrew Wiggins because his dad also played for Philly. It's like that coming home thing. I'm coming home. It's like, so they don't get the number 1 pick. They mess around and get the number 3 pick. And they're sad. Right? Because Philly, for the most part, is diva-licious. Emphasis on diva franchise. Emphasis on diva. Philly fans, I hope you're watching. And for the record, Ed Santana, I had an offer out to 7 or 8. I wish I should have. Where's your comment at? Where's Ed Santana's comment? There it is. So just for GP, I had 7 invites to 7 different Sixers content creators. And their channels were small. One channel had like 38 subscribers, right? And they were like, a Knicks channel? A Knicks channel? What do the Knicks need with a basketball channel? The Knicks suck. Hold on, bruh. Your channel got 38 subscribers. And you talking to a dude that, with the help of his friends and with the help of people that like to hear that talk to them a certain way, it's about 3,400 of them, and about 5,000, 5,500 people come through the channel, right? You're talking about a channel that has, I think, either over 1 million views. Yes, this channel has over 1 million views or 10 million views, something like that. Whatever the number is, right? Don't matter, right? Whatever the number is, just stay with me. But a Philadelphia 76ers channel with like 38 subscribers are talking about, why do the Knicks have a channel? Why you need to listen to Nick Yak? Why you need to listen to Corey Lee? The Knicks suck. This is the response I get, right? Divalicious. This is the stuff that happens behind the scenes that I generally don't share because we have so much stuff going on screen that the stuff that happened behind the scenes, I'm like, generally I keep it to myself. Right? Right. But this is an organization that took Joel Embiid, right? And then drafted Ben Simmons, and then drafted Markelle Fultz over Jason Tatum, right? And then drafted Jahlil Okafor over Devin Booker and Kristaps Porzingis. They traded away Drew Holiday for Nerlens Noel. And when they had Okafor and Noel and Embiid, they drafted Dario Saric. So my thing is with Philly, my thing is this. My thing is with Philly and their fans, no disrespect to the city of Philadelphia. I got people there. My homeboy Tony put me onto a sandwich place there, a cheesesteak place there. Salute to my man Tony. Salute to my homeboy Tony Ruffin. And yes, he is the nephew of the Temptations lead singer that passed away. He told me that. I was amazed by that. I actually have a picture of those two in my phone. May David Ruffin rest in peace. I actually have a picture of them in my phone. So when I see the drama playing out in Philadelphia, you know what I think when I think about the drama playing out in Philadelphia? Ain't nothing new. So what are they going to do? Get mad now that the world knows they're a grease? Philadelphia is going to get mad and then go to their black uniforms. Ooh. Philly, what you going to do? Get mad and then put on black uniforms? Ooh, scary. We're scared of Philly now. So my thing on Philadelphia is Philadelphia is going to trade Joel Embiid and James Harden, right? Philadelphia is going to trade James Harden and Joel Embiid. That's what they do. This is the same organization that traded Wilt Chamberlain in his prime. This is the same organization that traded Charles Barkley in his prime. This is the same organization that traded Allen Iverson in his prime. So when you see Philly, so when you look at Philadelphia, you already know what's coming. If they trade, hold on. If you don't think they're going to trade Joel Embiid, then that's a you issue. That's not a Philly issue. Again, Philly is diva-licious. Philly is diva-licious. If you don't think they're going to trade their stars in their prime, if you don't think the Philadelphia organization is going to cop a attitude and trade their star, you bugging. what I'm gonna say to you is you can consider Joel Embiid and James Harden gone. How long it's gonna take, we don't know. It's Philly, right? Philly operates on a Philly schedule, right? Philadelphia is gonna be angry. They're gonna be angry, right? That they're a second round team. And they are. That's who they are. Right? That's who they are. They're going to trade Joel Embiid and James Harden and probably get 3 dudes that play the same position. That's what Philly does. And then they're going to fire some GM who shouldn't have got fired and blame it all on the GM when it's the guys upstairs above the GM that told him to do it. That's what Philly does. Kerry Cox says, man, they should build around Maxey, but you know what they'll do? They're not going to build around Maxey. What they're going to tell you is that they're looking for a megastar. That's what Philly does. Philly, now, if you think the Knicks star search, nah. If you think the Knicks star search, nah. Philadelphia star searches. Philadelphia star searches. If you think the Knicks go after stars, look at Philly. Philadelphia was a part of one of the biggest trades ever orchestrated. The Dwight Howard. This is for me? Oh, thank you. Does this mean we arguing? You gave me lemonade? You know I'm live. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Listen, man, if you think Joel Embiid will be a Sixer over the next 2 seasons, if you think Joel Embiid will be a Sixer over the next 2 seasons, you're mistaken. What I'm going to say to you is that I expect Joel Embiid to be a Brooklyn Net in 2 years. That's what I think. I think Joel Embiid will be a part of the Brooklyn Nets within 2 years. Another thirsty AF franchise that likes to make the huge lateral move. Right? And no disrespect to Brooklyn because they are what they are. At least, see, Brooklyn is not divalicious. The New York / New Jersey / Brooklyn Nets are not divalicious. They tell you that they thirsty. Right? But Philly is mad thirsty, but acts like a diva about it. Philly is the organization, you can buy them a Ferrari and they like, I only drive Lamborghinis. That's Philly. That's Philly for you in a nutshell. The Nets gonna come to you like, yo, we like driving foreign cars and you get them a Ferrari, they like, yo, we straight. And Sherwin asked, who can afford to sign Embiid? What I'm telling you is Sherwin, Philly, the Nets are gonna trade for him. The writing's on the wall, bro. You think Brooklyn put together all those young pieces to keep him? No. Do you believe Jack Vaughn is a championship level coach? No. They're merely acquiring assets to make the big trade. That's what New York / New Jersey / Brooklyn does. They trade for the big names. They didn't draft Jason Kidd. They didn't draft Vince Carter. They didn't draft Dr. J. They signed Dr. J out of the ABA. So on the Knicks front of it, though, in terms of if you're a Knicks fan and you watch all of this weird, divalicious thirstiness around the league, sure, this is for my man Sherwin. This is for my man Sherwin. When you watch all this thirstiness and divaliciousness around the league, you know what you could say if you're a man of Sherwin's experience? Sherwin, say it with me. That used to be us. Say it with me, Sherwin. Sherwin, say it with me. When you watch these teams around us become diva franchises and be mad thirsty, right? As a Knicks fan, we can all say it together. That used to be us. And guess what? That's not us now. And I know, and I'm guilty. I'm just as guilty as everyone when I say this. I'm just as guilty as everyone. Even I'm just as guilty as Sherwin and the son of the legend, Kerry Cox, and Staffa Don and Boulevard 73 and others when I say I understand that they're building it the right way right now. I just wish they would hurry up. A lot of us feel that way. Like we understand that they're trying to build this front office is trying to build a championship level culture. Sherwin says that was never us. Sherwin, that was never us star searching. That was never us trading away all of our first round picks for a dude that we hoped would become a star in our city. That was never us that saved up salary cap money for 2 or 3 seasons in the hopes of signing a star. That was never us. I'm asking. Think about what I'm saying. Was the Knicks organization never thirsty? Did the Knicks never take on bad contracts so that they can come off the books in the same year as a LeBron James became a free agent? Was that not us? Did the Knicks not pull off a draft day trade for a mercurial yet amazingly talented, high upside, high potential player in Antonio McDyess? Did the Knicks not do that? Yeah, sure. That's not the part that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the part us being thirsty. I understand not in a hurry right now. I understand that part. I understand that part. Right. I'm talking about the Knicks and the fans being thirsty. Was that not now how we are right now is different. I clarified that. I said I even just mentioned it. I said, listen, I understand that they're trying to build a championship contender, but there are a few of us that understand that and knows that's logical. But at times we just want them to hurry up. And how that equates to Philadelphia and others. See, Philadelphia is that all the time. The Knicks used to be that all the time. Ever since Phil Jackson got here, once Phil Jackson got here, we slowed that all the way down, like a ludicrous, like a that rap artist ludicrous, like a ludicrous freestyle. Thank you, Mr. Murphy, for the generous contribution. Appreciate that, man. You know, we put that towards the bills, man. StreamYard, Photoshop, all these apps that we use to get stats and presentation and all of that. So thank you for your generous contribution. So where we are right now is in a different place. We are in a San Antonio Spurs type place. And I know people don't like me saying that. I know people don't like to hear me say stuff like that. That we are in a San Antonio Spurs, Golden State Warriors type of build. And listen, it takes a while for us to get there. Bully is in a place to be. Bully says we was Ed McMahon level star searching. Bim, yes. Yeah, we were Ed McMahon level star searching, bro. I just want to do something really quick. How old was Steph Curry when he won his first championship? Wow. Steph Curry was 27 years old when he won his first championship. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I see my main man Corey Lee is in the building, and Bully is in the building. Let me do. Let me do this. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. What year was Steve Kerr as the coach when they won the championship? Keith Turner's in the building. Turner says, unfortunately, we're going to have to go through another regime. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. We don't know, right? Because the Leon Rose era is perplexing. Let me just say that first off. It is perplexing. Nick Yak says Embiid would fit on Dallas team, but Dallas doesn't have the money or picks right now. Yeah, Embiid is a great player. Embiid is a great player, man. Let me clarify the Divalicious thing with the players that I mentioned. All the players that I mentioned are great players. Dr. J, Moses Malone, Maurice Cheeks, Bobby Jones, Caldwell Jones, Daryl Dawkins, all them guys, man, they were great players, man. Charles Barkley, Johnny Dawkins, Hersey Hawkins, all those guys were great players, man. Great players. Charles Barkley. Bo Ismail is in the building. What's good, man? So if we're speaking to man, phone just okay. And then I got bully, I got client, and somebody hitting me up about an extended warranty for my truck insurance, and I don't even have a truck. Steve Kerr actually turned down the Knicks job before hiring Tibbs. Yeah, he turned down the job before they gave it to Derek Fisher. Yeah, Derek Fisher got the job because Steve Kerr turned it down. Yo, I need to get some type of robot to just zap my phone. So when people hit me up about extended warranty for my truck. Hey, Mr. Murphy says the scammers stay hustling, bro. Yes, they stay hustling, bro. They stay hustling, right? I stay hustling. I stay grinding, man. I gotta stay active. If not, I'm not gonna lie to you. I gotta stay active. I gotta stay grinding because if not, I wouldn't know what to do with myself, right? Like, can you imagine me? No Blorange Tears, no agency, no, just Uncle Freezie, 9 to 5. You see me at the gas station with a work shirt with my name on it, Uncle Freezie. Nah, I can't. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I can do that. Now, the work shirt would be cool. You know what I'm saying? To get you a old work shirt. You know what I'm saying? With the company on one side and your name on the other side. Blorange Tears on this side and Uncle Freezie on the name pad. Now, that'd be dope. And Nick Yak says, how many 50-win teams have 6 firsts in the next 2 years, and fans complaining about Leon doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, that's the thing. Like Nikki, listen to me on this. Just hear me out, right? Because it's a two-parter. I understand what they're doing. And I can almost agree to it. My thing is the Knicks, though, are not in a situation where we trust any front office. And it's not because Leon Rose pushed the old lady down, or Leon Rose stole Girl Scout cookies, or Leon Rose did something egregious like was shooting dice in the back of the funeral home, something crazy like that. It's not that. It's not that. It's the mere fact that Knicks fans like myself have waited forever for respectability. Again, this is not a Leon Rose thing. It's not a Worldwide West thing. It's not a Gerson Rosas thing. It's not a Scott Perry, now that he gone thing. It's not the Cap Brock Alla thing. It's not that. It's not that. It's the mere fact that this fan base has been waiting for a long time for a consistent winner. And a reasonable mind should be able to understand that. Like it's not okay. It's not that those guys are to blame for a 50-year drought, but since they're in a position of power, they get part of the blame. And I know it's not fair. I know it's not fair. But neither is waiting 50 years for a championship for a city like New York. That's not fair also. I hope that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but that's just how I feel, and that's how a lot of Knicks fans feel. You know, it's not right, but hopefully they can understand. So when Leon Rose watches shows like this one, like when his front office watches shows like this one, and I'm told that they do. I'm told that the Knicks organization reads y'all comments. It's people inside the organization that's reading y'all stuff. I'm told that there are two players that watch our channel specifically, right? I'm told it's two players. Nobody, and it ain't nobody special. Don't Corey Lee, don't start going. Corey Lee, don't be trying. Corey Lee, don't get back. I can see Corey Lee now getting in the gym. Oh snap! The Knicks watch Blorange Tears. Yeah, it ain't. We ain't talking about like major players and all of that stuff. Respect to the guys that do. The funny thing is I'm told one of the guys that watches really dislikes me, hates my guts. I talk too much. I don't know what I'm talking about. And then the other guy really, really, really likes me. the other dude really, really, really likes me, right? Like, yeah, he come on in the mornings, man. He a fool. Yeah, it's hilarious. That's if the word on the street is right, right? I don't know for sure. I have never spoken to them guys like that. So Bo Ismail says, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Bo Ismail, your favorite player is a fan of the channel, but is not a fan of me, which is odd. Because I do about 65% of the content myself. Right. So it's odd that he's a fan of the channel, and not a fan of me, but whatever. And this is what I'm hearing, like back channel through, you know what I'm saying? Like I never had a conversation with any of them guys. Paris Duggar is in the building. Paris Duggar is in the house. Paris Duggar says, I'm glad they get clarity from me on how much we're grateful. Yeah. 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 I hope so. I hope so. One of the dudes is like, I think one of the dudes is mad. Like every time I say his name, I got something negative to say. But I don't view it as that. As a fan, I feel like I have a right to my opinion. As a person, as a man, I have the right to my own opinion, and that's why this channel is an opinion-based channel. Some people like it, some people don't. But this is the only time where we get out of sorts is when people get on get borderline bullying, like, you know what I'm saying, get like mad over the top, disrespectful with comments. You know what I'm saying? Then we gotta kind of like every now and then we have to reel somebody in, like slap somebody on the wrist, like, hey, remember it's the internet. You know what I'm saying? I know you frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Just remember, calm down, relax. Andrew Collier says these overpaid circus performers are big babies. Yeah, they're human beings too. I get it. I get where you're going, AK. I get where you're going with it, right? You know what I'm saying? And Keith Turner says, I see no light at the end of this tunnel. This is where I want to throw something out there to you, Mr. Turner, my man. And even Keith Turner will tell you, like when one day Keith Turner was getting killed in the chat, and I was like, yo, relax, yo, that man got an opinion too, right? One day everybody was on Keith Turner, and I was like, yo, just because Keith Turner's opinion don't line up with your opinion, don't mean he crazy. He just got his own opinion. Same thing with Sherwin. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of other channels don't do the whole, I read some things that some channels only read comments in their chat that align with what they say. And for the most part, I'm going to try to highlight as much as possible. I do it random. So sometimes it'd be like right in line with what I'm saying. And sometimes it'd be like the complete opposite. But I don't care. I'm not touchy like that. I'm not touchy like that. So like, you got an opinion, state it. Just don't be bullying all over the top. Like, yo, meet me outside. I live. People putting they, you know what I'm saying, they baby mama address in the chat. The fight. Nah, don't. Come on, man. Relax. We're talking basketball. We love that basketball. I mean, basketball is my favorite sport. I mean, I like the way they dribble up and down the court. You know what I'm saying? Paris Duggar says, Freezie's bringing on here. He just gets in trouble when creating content through shock jock takes. No. Shock jock, what I would say is at times I will offer content for us to think about. And instead of us being contextualizing the moment or being in that moment, what we'll do is like say something like, this team ain't built to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Why every night you be saying Eastern Conference Finals, baby. Woo! Why you be saying that every night? This team ain't going. And then the playoffs come. The playoffs get here. And the same people that said that, they be like, Uncle Freezie ain't never said no. He ain't never said Eastern Conference Finals. Uncle Freezie just be talking. He just be talking just to be talking. Nah. 2 years ago, I was on with I forget his name. I mean, I forget his screen name. Right? But we was on, and I just told him, I was like, bro, you know that, and this was 2 years ago. I was like, bro, you know there's a pathway for us to make the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021. And he was like, Uncle Freezie, don't say that. That's foolishness. That's shock jock talk. You just saying that just to stir up the pot. And I was like, no, bro, there's a pathway. We think these things through, bro. I talked to about 20 or 30 Knicks fans behind the scenes all the time. And I throw stuff at them, and then they like, nah, that's a bridge too far. Or they were like, I don't see it. Or they'll say, no, have you ever considered this? And 2 years ago, I was like, yo, there is a pathway for the Knicks to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Yes, with Elfrid Payton. And you know what happened? The Knicks played Atlanta, and Atlanta beat us and took that pathway to the Eastern Conference Finals. Atlanta took the path. They beat us, and they took that same pathway. And Nick Yak says, we missed the finals by 2 games. The narrative was wrong again. Not that one, Nick Yak. No, listen. I'm talking about 2021. The one for 2023 is different. Every year is not going to be the same. Right? Not that one. You got to pay attention to what I'm saying. You got to stay in on the beat with me. You know what I'm saying? Don't be doing an electric slide to a slow jam, bro. What I'm saying is 2 years ago, I said that Atlanta beat us and took that path. And what I'm saying this past year in January, I was saying Eastern Conference Finals, right? And sure, the Knicks didn't make the Eastern Conference Finals, sure. But when I was saying it, most Knicks fans were like, nah, we're going to be the 8th seed. IKBM, Dre, Adam, Corey Lee, we were all on the show, and we were predicting where the Knicks would finish, and I predicted the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals, and everybody laughed. And then so the Knicks get within a game or two games, like you mentioned, of the Eastern Conference Finals. So I was wrong. But what I'm saying to you is at the time that I made that prediction, nobody was giving us a chance of getting out of the first round. Just like right now, Keith Turner said he doesn't see light at the end of the tunnel. That's a fact. Keith Turner, did you not say that? Keith Turner said he don't see light at the end of the tunnel. And what I'm saying, to you, and yeah, Nick, what I'm saying is this: we had a shot, we had a chance to get there. And sure, I was wrong. If I was wrong, I was wrong. I was wrong in 2021 about the Knicks making the Eastern Conference Finals, but I said there was a pathway. If we beat Atlanta, did everything Atlanta did, if we did everything Atlanta did, we'd have been in the Eastern Conference Finals. Unfortunately, we lost to Atlanta. And this year, when I was saying Eastern Conference Finals, I think it was around the 20th. I think I started saying it around January 20th, 21st, something like that. it seemed like it was around the King holiday when we were doing the night shows. And when I was saying, just being optimistic, like there's a pathway. If others can get a pathway, how come the Knicks can't get a pathway? Paris Duggar. Why is it that other fan bases and content creators can be super positive about their team and believe their team has a shot, but when we do it, it's frowned upon? I'm asking Paris Duggar a straight up question between you and I. Why is it that Knicks fans can't embrace the positivity for once and put all their eggs in a basket? That's a real question. This has nothing to do with Grimes or RJ or Randall or Tibbs or all those subjects that we kick around every day. We kick around topics. Listen, Tom Thibodeau won't make adjustments. We kick that around every day. Tom Thibodeau rotations. We kick that around every day. Behind the scenes, that's how I run and joke. I talk to about 20 or 30 fans behind the scenes every day. Shout out to, or not every day, but behind the scenes. I talk to Soulfinger, Todd Barbie, Corey Lee, Boulevard, DSJ, IKBM Dre, a bunch of people I talk to routinely. Knicks for life. I talk to a bunch of people routinely. And the running joke is that we kick around the same topics all the time. We don't deviate. We don't deviate from the simple. Like, we can't have complex conversations about, or not complex. Let me phrase it a different way. We can't have layered conversations because we go back to the same thing. Tom Thibodeau rotations. I'll ask Corey Lee. Corey Lee, how many days have you seen on this show and others where we try to talk about other things and the conversation always come back to Tom Thibodeau rotations or Tom Thibodeau won't adjust? And Paris Duggar says, I think 80% do. It's the same 20% that whine. Okay. That's understand. I respect that. That's understandable. That's okay. I didn't think that was going to be your answer, but I respect this one. I don't know what answer I was expecting. I didn't expect this one, though, but I respect this one, though. That's well thought out. I got you. I got you. So when I'm saying stuff like, hey, man, you know what? You know what? Hey, coach, you know what? So this is one of the things that I want to talk to y'all about, right? So in my mind, there are a bunch of topics to talk about, right? In my mind. I keep a pad over here with a whole bunch of topics on it. Let me see. Oh, wow. Okay. So I keep a little pad. It's about time for me to get another pad, man. But I keep a pad of, can y'all see the writing on it? So I keep a pad with a bunch of topics on it. And some of the topics I think are a little bit too esoteric for the fan base right now. But come September, I think I might have to whip them out. So here's my thing. There are plenty of topics for us to talk about. So I'm going to throw one out there, and it's going to rock the cradle a little bit. But it's only for thought. It's only for conversation, right? It's only for conversation. So don't be going into my man Eru chat. Don't Don't be going into the diehard Knicks chat and be like, yo, Uncle Freezie said. So here's a thought. It's not a narrative. It's just a thought. It's a second guess. Because I guessed and now I'm second guessing. Right? My guess is Jalen Brunson is a megastar. Get used to it. Right? My guess is Jalen Brunson is a megastar. Get used to it. Right? But here's my second guess on it. And here's my doubt on it, right? What if Jalen Brunson is a one-hit wonder? Right? What if Jalen Brunson is a one-hit wonder? Do the Knicks have a plan B? Or does the organization and the fans and the coaching staff and the players have all their eggs in the Jalen Brunson basket? Is it Jalen Brunson or bust? And Bully says, nah, he is not that boy. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that he's not good. I'm not creating a narrative. I'm not creating a narrative. That I clearly stated before I even said it that I believe Jalen Brunson is a megastar, and y'all heard me say it numerous times. But what I'm saying is this though. What if Jalen Brunson is a one-hit wonder? Do the Knicks have a plan B? And Sherwin says Brunson is not a one-hit. Right. That's not what I'm saying. Hear me out. Hear me out on this. I'm with you, Sherwin. Listen to what I said. I think Jalen Brunson is a megastar. Right? But what if he's a one-hit wonder? Do the Knicks have a plan B? Angry Knicks fans in the building. He says, we are a piece away, which makes fans so crazy. Yep. Thank you for the generous contribution. It makes us. Let me revise that. Right. I'm just gonna add my piece to it. We are a piece away, which makes Knicks fans so stir crazy, because there's a difference. Right? I think that's what makes them stir crazy. Corey Lee says, what's in your lemonade? Did Bully give you some Tito's? Yo, did I ever tell you the story about? Yo, you know I have stories for everything, right? I ever tell y'all the Tito story? Paris Duggar, thank you for the generous contribution. Paris Duggar says, Captain America, are you watching this? Right. Listen, are y'all listening? Are you listening? Are y'all listening? Are y'all listening to the last thing I say or the first thing I say? Are y'all listening to the last thing I say or the first thing I say? What I'm asking is listen to the complete statement. I said, I believe Jalen Brunson is a megastar. That's what I said in the beginning. That's the first part. The second part, though, is what if Jalen Brunson is a one-hit wonder, though? Do the Knicks have a plan B? And clearly, everybody that commented that Jalen Brunson is that dude, Jalen Brunson is a star, look at what he's doing. Clearly, you have all of your eggs in the Jalen Brunson basket. But what happens if Jalen Brunson can't replicate what he did this past season? Do the Knicks have a plan B? Yo, Paris Duggar says, all gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. Basically, what Paris Duggar said. All gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. Sherwin says, I would take a chance on John Wall, TJ Warren, PJ Washington for the vet minimum. That is my answer to you. Okay. Paris Duggar. Corey Lee talking about your hearing aid again, bro. He talking about your hearing aid again. Angry Knicks fan says they have no plan B at all. What I'm saying to you is this. Is there a guy on the roster that can help if Jalen Brunson, for one reason or another, whether it's mojo, the yips, whether it's injury, whether it's workload too much, whatever it is, if Jalen Brunson can't replicate his 2022-23 form, do the Knicks have a plan B? What I'm going to say to y'all is absolutely. Absolutely. And Paris, like I said, 61-year-olds, no, there's no such thing as a plan B. You failed and recover if you don't succeed with plan A. And a lot of us will be blessed to reach 61, by the way. Reaching 61 is a blessing. Right? You did a whole lot of things right in order to reach 61. You did a whole lot of things right to reach 61. I'm going to put it simply. I think the Knicks front off Leon Rose and those guys, I don't think they have a great plan A, but I think plan B through Triple Z for those guys are what they've been working on. I think that's what they've been working on. I think that what they've learned when they first got here is having a plan A doesn't always work, so you have to insulate yourself with plan Bs. Plan A, trade for Chris Paul. This is 3 years ago. 3 years ago, trade for Chris Paul. That didn't work. So you got to have a plan B. And it happens. It's life. Allah Wise is in the house. What I'm going to say to you guys, and I know this is going to sound a little offbeat, but I don't see a scenario where they trade for Joel Embiid. I don't see a scenario where they trade for Joel Embiid. And the reason why I say that is I don't see Philly even entertaining a trade package that starts with Grimes and RJ Barrett. I think they not only do they hang up the phone, not only do they hit that red circle on their phone, they throw that phone out the window and then run it over with the street sweeper. I'm here. I'm here. I'm just doing. I just got to do something real quick. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I don't see a scenario where Joel Embiid can be traded to the Knicks. Now, here's the thing. Can he be traded to Brooklyn? Yes. Brooklyn has better looking first round picks than us. They can offer Mikal Bridges, Dorian Finney-Smith, Cam Johnson, Nick Claxton, and first round picks. That right there automatically, when they say Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Nick Claxton, that automatically beats whatever we have. Bully says, "Who was picking this?" No, I'll do that on camera, bro. I don't care. It's my nose. I'll just mess around. Bully, you crazy, bro. Bully, wow. And Nick Yak says, all those guards already signed with Hart and Dante, not tradable until January, and Brunson. Grimes not moving is why Quickly is traded for a forward with Fournier. Possibly. Worldwide L is in the building. Nobody knows more about boxing than Worldwide L. Worldwide L is in the building. What's good, Chef? Nobody knows more about boxing than Worldwide L, and he mad patient. Worldwide L will sit back. Worldwide L is the inspector deck of the content world. Like he'll sit back, like Method Man say, he'll sit back and see you and let you play yourself, and then you know what I'm saying? So salute to those down south Knicks fans. Salute. And Sherwin says that will kill Brooklyn. Who will play with Embiid? Trust a lot of people. A lot of people. A lot of people will play with Joel Embiid, bro. A lot of folks. Paris says, NBA radio said Julius, Grimes, Mitch, and Quickly, and 4 first 3 of ours would. What? How bad y'all want Joel Embiid? Is Joel Embiid worth 4 first-round picks, 3 of ours, probably unprotected, Julius Randle, Grimes, Mitch, and Quickly? So basically, we would be giving them 5 starters off the rip to go with Tyrese Maxey, right? So Tyrese Maxey will have 4 new starters with him and 4 first-round picks. Kerry Cox, you like Joel Embiid? Are you willing to give up that for Joel Embiid? And listen, I'm with Paris Duggar on this. I'm not disputing Brunson and Embiid contending for a championship. That's not the contention. The thing is the price for the Testarossa. I'm not disputing Joel Embiid's talent or the fact that Brunson and Embiid can play together. What I'm questioning is the Ferrari prices. See, it's one thing getting your bread up to get a Corvette, right? It's another thing when you test drive that Corvette and bring it back to the lot and you got to drive through the Ferrari section. Again, Paris Duggar, I'm with you. I'm not questioning any of this. Notice, I never questioned any of that. I never questioned any of that. What I'm saying is when you test drive that Corvette and you get that Corvette out on the highway and you open that thing up and you get all impressed, and then you let the roof back and the roof stands straight up in the air and then come down like an accordion, and then the flap slides over the roof, all of that, and then you bringing the car back, or you bringing that vet back on the lot, and you driving through the Ferrari section, and you see a dude, a model looking dude, a tall looking rich dude with dressed to impress, pointing at a couple of Ferraris like, I'm going to get 2 out of these 10. I just don't know which 2 I'm going to get. And you see the doors on the Ferrari go out and then open straight up in the air. Now you're like, yeah. I thought I was there, but no. Yeah. I understand where y'all going with the Embiid thing. I do. I do. I understand where we going with the Embiid thing. Right. And Keith Turner says, I'm not giving up 4 or 5 first round picks for a broken down center in Embiid. Mm, mm, mm. Right. Well, guys, that's all I got. I'm gonna get out of here. Knicks at Night, a podcast soon come. I'm gonna try to do it at 9:30 tonight. I got some stuff that I gotta do in between. Thank y'all for rocking with us. I will see y'all later. Peace.